Alright folks, pitching Ace 88, we are back. We are on All That Glitters, part 4. We only got 2 more cases after this. Let's head on. Ace, you've done a great job apprehending Lady Upperson's killer, and there's someone here who wishes to congratulate you personally. Ah, Senior Trooper Ace, your efficiency and discretion were commendable once again. I was invited to the picnic myself, though other duties prevented me from attending. But it's become clear that whoever this Mr. Alaster is, he believes himself above the law. As Concordia's district attorney, I cannot stand for this. We've been trying to find a lead on Mr. Alaster for some time, Mr. Lawson, but nobody seems to know who he is. Although, Ace, the party planner who worked for Mr. Alaster might help. She said she never met him in person, but she showed us a telegram from him. Well, Senior Trooper Ace, even the smallest lead is worth pursuing in this matter. Will you accept my help in questioning this party planner? Great, then let us find Miss Melody. Nice, 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 nice. Hey, Miss Melody, we understand you've been in correspondence with Mr. Alaster about his arrangements for the picnic. Is that so? Yes, he sent me a bunch of letters and telegrams. He kept changing his mind about the invitation, the menu. All his instructions were in my purple notebook, but I lost it in the hustle and bustle. Oh, well, that is vexing. That notebook is now evidence for the prosecution. Senior Trooper Ace, I hope you'll find it somewhere in these gardens. Now, what about Mr. Alaster's next party? Did he task you with organizing that too? No, he didn't want me involved in more than one party. But maybe this can help. Mr. Alaster complained that my paper invitations were dull, and he said the next one would be printed on something unusual. Well, if we're lucky, one of the guests will have left their next invitation behind. It's worth having a look in the tent. I trust you and Miss O'Malley can handle searching both the crime scenes, Senior Trooper Ace. I await your report. Well, Senior Trooper Ace, if I had known Mr. Alaster was in trouble with the law, I'd never work for him. Please, take the money you paid me. I don't want it. Alright. Yep, love the Turkish. Oh, I picked. It's easy. I picked the Patriots, but I want the Falcons to win. Yeah, their character names are pretty crazy. Alright, so we got orange juice, we got the notebook. Clover, sausage, horse. I forget where the mirror is. Fish, boot, sheep. I still can't find it, I'm still trying to find. Oh, there it is. Well, you did it, Ace. You found Elisa's notebook. Now you only need to decipher the symbols on the lock. Another one of my favorites. Shoes. Double bass. Broom. It's back here, yeah, that's right. Pineapple, squirrel, vase, metal pieces, interesting. Racket, watermelon, chicken leg, and tentacle. Yeah, I did confuse Lady Highmore. At least it said the invitation for Mr. Alaster's party was printed on something unusual. Do you reckon those broken pieces might be it? Let's piece them back together. Well, that's interesting. Alright, so we got 933, 93388. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 6, 3, 6, 4. Nice. Peace, here they are. Mr. Alaster's written instructions to Elisa about the picnic. So many things are noted down here. We don't have time to go through all this to find a clue. You're right. Evie won't miss the slightest thing in these letters. It's true. We got hard work to do. Send it over to Evie. 9 hours? I will take it. Interesting. Is this like an old school typewriter? We know who's gonna like this, though. Yes, I'm dashed if I know what that contraption is. Surely this cannot be what Mr. Lassiter used as an invitation. You're right. If anyone can unveil the secret to this machine, it's Charlie. Yep. Charlie's gonna love it. Alright guys, so 9 hours. Gonna grab some stars. Be right back. It's been Pacini Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pacini Ace 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. So yeah, thank you Flora for telling me about Dash the Wig. That's pretty exciting. Ace, Mr. Lassiter's letter to Elisa are straight to the point. Deliveries, payments, invitations, never anything personal. Well, you know Mr. Lassiter avoids the limelight, but there must be something in his letter that gives him away. Well, there is something. A small note in the corner of the letter. It looks like pressure marks left by Mr. Lassiter's pen as he wrote another letter over it. The text I managed to retrieve is fragmented, and therefore it makes little sense. It goes, every sinner punished for hurting... Well, that's all. Every sinner punished for hurting H. Well, dash it. That's not enough. What was Mr. Lassiter talking about? You speak sense, Ace. Punishment clearly refers to the murders. You reckon Mr. Lassiter is punishing sinners who have hurt someone? Well, if only the final H were incomplete, then we know if these sinners hurt him or her. Well, Ace is right. Whoever these sinners have hurt, it must be someone all four victims knew. This person is the common link, and if we found out who it is, they'll lead us to Mr. Lassiter. Let's see. Lucrezia Capecci, Philomena Highmore, and Jack Goodwin, Georgina Upperton, who do they know in common? Clever idea, Ace. Philomena's aunt may have a notion of who her niece could have slighted. Let's go and ask her. Ace, do you fancy a cherry cobbler? Where on earth did you get that drink, Charlie? Well, from this machine you sent me. It mixes liquids. You pull this lever and out comes your refreshment. I wish I'd thought of it first. But the real discovery was this coin I found inside the mechanism. This was what jammed the machine and made it explode. Someone must have thought this coin was operational. If you look closer, you'll see the inscription, "Be my guest on board," and it depicts the gigantic, magnificent ocean liner poised to make her maiden voyage. Be my guest on board. So Mr. Lassiter's next party is on board the Gigantic, and the coin is the invitation. Well, Lisa didn't lie when she said it was unusual. That's a gigantic lead, Ace. The party on board is tomorrow. We shall make sure to be there. Holy moly. We're going to go on the Titanic. Please don't get on it. Please don't get on it. Apologies for troubling you again, my lady, but now we're certain that your niece's death is connected to the 3 other murders. It appears that all the victims knew the same person, someone they had slighted. Can you think of anyone with whom your niece had a falling out? Well, Philomena knew a great many people, and she ruffled quite a few feathers. But a lot of Philomena's belongings are still around. I shall grant you permission to search my saloon for clues. Isn't that what you call things that help you solve mysteries? And I shan't forget hospitality. I'll ring you for tea so you won't exhaust yourselves. Sorry, duty calls. I'm back though. It's gotta be the photograph, wherever that photograph is. Hat, envelope, turtle, eagle, glasses, cake, coffee cup, magnifying glass, brush, and flag. Boom. Wait, the blonde girl in that photo must be Philomena Highmore. Who's that other girl in the picture? Clearly they weren't friendly. Hey, so let's find this girl in our archives. Oh, you want to bet that it's the dark-haired girl? the one girl's sister, right? Yeah. Well, dash my ways. The girl in the picture is Giulietta Capecci. So Giulietta and Filomena knew each other, and they didn't seem friendly. And you're right, Giulietta was evidently also related to the first victim, her very own sister, Lucrezia Capecci. And what's more, Gioletta's relationship with her sister was also fraught with tension. Ace, could Giulietta be the reason behind Mr. Lasser's intricate revenge? You're right. We had to ascertain if Giulietta had feuds with the other two victims. And I know exactly who can help. Lady Highmore is a treasure trove of gossip. She'll know everything we need. Nice. My lady, I'm afraid we must impose upon your hospitality again. We discovered a link between your niece and another victim. They both knew Giulietta Capecci. Oh, the mobster's daughter? Well, she and Filomena used to be such friends. Filomena was the only one who didn't shun the girl. A few years back, they fell out. I forgot why, but they never spoke again. My lady, we were wondering if you might know of another feud between Giulietta and our two latest victims, Lady Upperton and Jack Goodwin. Well, it should surprise you that Lady Upperton despised Giulietta. A girl from a crime family was more than she could tolerate. She even excluded Giulietta from the flower arranging contest. And as for Jack Goodwin, was he that impostor who pretended to be a dandy and defrauded all of his friends until one of them stuffed him to death with chocolate? Well, you did not hear from me, Senior Brace, but Goodwin borrowed money from Giulietta too, and never paid it back. It was the talk of every kitchen maid for weeks. Oh, my lady, you have no idea how valuable this information is to us. This proves that Giulietta is the common link between all of our victims. Glad to be of help. One of the perks of the upper classes is endless time for gossip. Senior Brace, you've been such a great company. Please accept this keepsake from me. If she doesn't die, it's probably your dad. Well, Senior Brace, you did not disappoint. I understand you're one step closer to uncovering Mr. Lasser's murder scheme. Yes, we discovered that Mr. Lasser's victims all have something in common. They have harmed Giulietta Capecci in some way. Her little sister fell to her death. A childhood friend turned foe had her throat slit at a seance. And an imposter who took her money drowned in chocolate, and a society lady who snubbed her was poisoned. What we don't know is whether Giulietta is aware that someone's committing murders to avenge her. Or is she hiding behind Mr. Lasser's mask, acting out her revenge? After all, she'd only be following in her mobster father's footsteps. Well, you have your work cut out for you, Senior Brace, but I place my trust in you and the flying squad. Well, you heard, Mr. Lasser. It's a good thing we've already worked out what the next party is on board the Gigantic. So that's where we shall be heading next. To the Gigantic. Full steam ahead. The Gigantic. Alright, there's the Gigantic right there. Nice. And that is February 2nd. That's next week, next Thursday. Awesome. I'll see you guys then. I look forward to Pacific Bay on Tuesday. This has been Pitching 8. Over and out.